Okay guys, welcome back. Happy to have you here. This video is going to be a little bit different. I'm going to dive right into it, but first I'm going to explain what I'm going to be doing today. So basically, this video I'm going to be going over a tournament game in which I defeated a national master. So this is my first national master that I've defeated in a classical over the board rated chess tournament. Now, I've defeated I'm guessing just based on the years I played chess and the masters I played, I've defeated, I would say, at least 30 chess masters, candidate masters, national masters, etc. At least 30, maybe 40, and over the board blitz in rapid games, casual chess club games, online games. So I defeated a handful, many masters before. Never in a classical tournament though, because I've only played two masters in a classical tournament. One was my first tournament, or technically my second, and I should have drew if not won against the WIM, but I blew it. But years ago when I was brand new to getting back into chess, but this game I was playing a German man, a middle-aged guy. His rating was a little bit lower. A decade ago, it was 2,200 plus. So it was a little bit lower than that now. But I'm playing him. So a little quick background about the tournament. This is the Summer Solstice Tournament in, I believe it was Orlando. I believe Orlando, Florida. 2020, the summer of 2024, so about a year and a half ago, when I was actively. This is when I was actively studying and playing chess, which I'm not now. But at the time, I was pretty actively or decently actively studying chess and trying to improve. And I played a couple back-to-back tournaments and got my USCF rating over 1900. Probably could have got it higher, but I stopped playing tournaments about a year and a half ago. After I played one more after this, but so I'm playing this guy. This is round four. Yeah, this is round four. So I started the tournament round one against an Indian up and coming kid, and I had a beautiful I think Sveshnikov. No, beautiful accelerated Sicilian Dragon game, which was in my prep at the time. Beautiful game, um, tactical, brilliant game. I played, I think, almost perfect. So really nice win. Round two, I played a guy that was, I think, rated 1950 something, hair under 2000, and pretty uneven full draw. We both played really clean chess. I mean, both of us made no blunders, no mistakes, and only a few inaccuracies. And I was black. So what do? We both played a clean game. No one took chances. It was a draw. Round three, I played a kid that was, not kid, he's probably 22, 23-year-old guy that was 2000 something, low 2000s, had a completely winning position and managed to blow it. And he was very rude over the board. I'm not going to get into it. I had a conversation with him after. His behavior was extremely rude, and I was very frustrated with that game. I've never been more frustrated in my life with a chess game with my opponent's behavior. Just very immature. But lost that game, so going into round two, I'm sitting at 1.5 out of 3 and playing this national master. So let's get right into it. So I gave my annotations here. Starting the game, round four, I played e4. I want to press for a win right here. With round four, I'm at 1.5 out of 3. Having a good tournament so far, besides the loss. I feel pretty confident. I want to press for a win. I play e4. He plays e6 at French. I play d4, principal taking the center, d5. I play the exchange variation. I chose to play the French exchange. Here are my annotations on the game over a year ago. I briefly, excuse me, I briefly considered playing the advanced, but I know some theory in it, but I don't know all the latest up to date theory in it, and I assume that he knew some more theory than I did. So I just wanted to play simple game, simple chess. I just want to get a simple position. I don't want to get into a theory slugfest in the opening. And I know the exchange. I know the ideas for white and what to do, so I played it. Bishop d3, standard. Bishop d6, standard. I played knight f3. I know that this is supposed to allow knight e7 and a quick bishop f5, which is fine for white. It's equal position. But I chose to play this just to play logically and play simply. I want to, like I said here, develop my pieces to sensible and logical squares and just get a good fighting position later on in the middle game and try to attempt to win and get creative in the middle game and spice it up and mix it up. So I want to play logical chess in the opening. No surprises. My mission or my goal going into this game was play very logical chess, just get a middle game position, play very principled chess, and then fight and make it creative and make it messy and funky in the middle game because he's a little bit older. He's getting up there in age. He's a middle aged man. I don't know, late 50s, mid 50s or something, but he's getting up there in age just based on I don't know his age, but based on looking at him, I'd assume he's that age. And so I want to really make it tactical and messy in a slugfest in the middle game, but not in the opening. When he probably, I'm assuming he knows more theory than me in the French. Probably, most definitely. So that's the point of this move. Knight e7. I play bishop g5, pinning the knight, developing my bad bishop, quote unquote bad bishop, when I get the b2, c3, d4 structure. So he plays f6 immediately, which is an interesting move. I play bishop h4. He plays knight bc6. Now, I thought this move was a little funky because usually in this opening, sometimes you do, but usually you don't want to put the knight in front of the c pawn like this. Now there's exceptions, but obviously, he hits the pawn, it's defended, but usually you don't want to do this. Computer says it's completely fine, it's dead equal, computer says, but um, he remarked after the game, turn this off for now. He remarked after the game that this is completely fine and that he's played this particular system with a quick f6, preparing g5, bishop d6, knight e7, and knight c6 for decades with success, and he knows all the ideas. So it's not bad. I play pawn c3, just building up the pawn chain. He plays bishop g4, pinning my knight. I play knight bd2, developing my other knight. This is all simple. Now he plays queen d7. So here, at this point, queen d7 really shocked me. This move really shocked me. I have actually never seen people castle long in the French exchange. They only castle short. So I've never seen this before. This is completely new. I spent 20 to 25 minutes here just trying to find out what to do. Obviously, I don't want to castle kingside now because I'm going to get hacked to death, like I said, with g5, h5, etc. And he's already started preparing the pawn advance with f6, so he already has if I go kingside, he's already got a ready-made attack, pawn storm with f6. So the most natural move, queen c2, attempting to go long, almost fails to queen e6. And after queen e6 check, I have to block with the bishop if I don't want to lose castling rights. But then he gets bishop f5 with tempo on my queen. And I feel like black is much better there, dominating the light squares with the initiative. And my king is stuck in the center, and I can't castle. My queen is uncoordinated, so I did not like that. So I didn't play queen c2. I thought for 25 minutes. Very proud of the move I played. A knight f1, very deep move. Now the computer doesn't love it. It says it's just a move. But I'm very happy with this move practically. My plan with this move is simply to pivot from f1 to e3, gaining a tempo against his bishop and blocking the e file. And then I could play my queen c2 move and go long. And this worked out well because he spent an extended period of time, like I said, thinking here for about 20 minutes. And actually, he said after the game during our conversation that this was the move, knight f1, that took him out of book. That he'd never seen it before in his life. So this started the trend of good things, positive things in this game to happen for me. So again, the computer says it's just a move. It's okay. Not a bad move, but just a move. But again, don't always blindly follow what the computer says. This was a good practical move, and this was the start of good things to come, and it took him completely out of book. Bishop f5. So I thought this was weird because he moved the same piece twice and wasted time, which breaks an opening principle. He played bishop g4 and then voluntarily plays bishop f5, wasting a tempo. It's not the end of the world since I play knight f1 and the position is more closed in nature, but it's still a loss of time. I get it. He wants the favorable bishop trade. My good bishop is my light square bishop. His bad bishop is his light square. I get it, but it's just a waste of time. So I thought it had to be a bad move or maybe a slight inaccuracy. I play knight e3, my plan, heading the bishop. Now he played something really funky. He played queen e6. Now at this point, I thought this was just a flat out mistake. So he moved the bishop from g4 to f5, wasting time. Maybe he can justify it. But now he moves the queen twice in the opening too, from d7 to e6. So he's wasting a ton of time. The pin doesn't scare me at all. My knight's blocking up the file. I just thought this was a bad move, and the computer backs it up. It's not terrible, but it is an inaccuracy, wasting time in the opening. I played bishop g3, so I'm going for my favorable bishop trade now and improving my worst placed piece. And again, this is the French exchange. It's a closed position in nature, right? It's not going to blow open right now. This is closed, and it's not going to blow open in the immediate future with the pawn on c5. So I have time for more positional maneuvers like this. Trading my bad bishop. This is my good bishop based on my pawn chain, and this is my bad bishop. So trading my bad bishop for his good bishop is a sound positional move, the principal positional move, and I have time for it. So it's a good move. He castles long. I played bishop d6, and he played rook d6. I played bishop d6 because I thought instead of keeping the tension, I thought this exchange would favor me because he's pretty much forced to take with the rook if he wants to keep his not move his queen for a third time. And I just thought it looked a little bit awkward on d6, which actually later proved out to be right tactically in some key lines. So played queen c2. This and then he played bishop e4, and then this was the critical move that he mentioned in our post game analysis. So this move is very interesting because it leads to a completely different pawn structure if I choose to take. It is the top move of the engine. Actually, in the game, I thought it was a bad move, but it is the top move of the engine. And he remarked after the game he thought this was good for him, but maybe it was a bit overambitious, is what he said. But the pawn structure changes because I take, he takes, and then I play, of course, knight d2, hitting the pawn, and then he plays f5 as expected. This was all expected. Now the pawn structure changes, and he has this 4-on-3. He has 4 pawns here on the king side, and I only have 3. I don't have a pawn on the e file, so he's got a king side pawn majority, whereas I've got 4 on the queen side, and he's got 3. I've got a queen side pawn side majority. So I'm gonna get those going in the end game, not anytime soon, but later on. But I thought for a while here, and I was very happy with this move, queen b3. Computer says it's a slight inaccuracy. I don't care about that at all. I was very happy with this. I thought for maybe 20 plus minutes here, and I thought this was the best move or one of them. And then, so I have to play this too because I want to castle long, but I can't. If I just castle long immediately, I drop a2, which is a big problem. I can't do that, so I have to play this first. If he takes, I might even take with the pawn or the knight and just angle for the weak c5 square. So he plays queen g6. I was hoping he would take my queens, um, like I said here, and then I have a good game because I felt like his pawns are a bit overextended. This move worked because he spent 30 to 35 minutes here. I thought queen g6 was the best move for black, and he played it. I thought this was the most challenging move, but he took over 30 minutes here, and now he's starting to get into time pressure. He's starting to near time pressure here, so I was getting optimistic and happy. I played g3 pretty quickly because I'd been looking at this is the only move I considered for black to be challenging, and I'd been analyzing this, and I thought g3 was the best move, which computer says it is, for obvious reasons, right? I need to stop this. This knight, this blockading knight, is a monster. It's really important for me. So I need to keep this blockading knight on e3. So with that being said, g3 keeps it on e3. If he plays f4, which I expected, I just take it. It's not a big deal. And he played it, which I expected, which is a mistake. I just took it. I thought f4 was his best try because it opens up some play for him, some activity. But I just take it. He doubles my pawns. I thought maybe he's going to win one back in the future. Um, I'm talking kind of fast because my internet's a little funky today, and it keeps going on and off. So I want to make sure I'm getting everything in before if it goes down. I don't want to have to remake the video, so I'm talking a little quickly because of that. So anyways, I take on f4. He plays rook f8. I played f5. I don't care if it says it's a mistake. I thought this was borderline winning for me, like I said. Um, there's one line. So if he takes with the knight, I take here, and I'm completely winning. There's one this move. I don't care if it says a blunder. There's one absolutely crazy computer line with the rook sack on d4, which I didn't see at all, and I didn't even consider. He didn't even consider, and I showed this to other very strong master level, expert level players in this position, and none of them saw it. I mean, this is a very crazy computer like tactic. So I'm not taking this blunder at all seriously. Yeah, it is a blunder technically, but none of us even considered it. It's a very crazy computer line. The reason why this is good, I'm up a pawn here. I hit the rook with tempo. I'm up a pawn, and my knight's in the center. He played rook back. I play knight c5. Double attack, very strong move. Not only threatening checkmate on b6, which he has to address, also threatening a big fork. Knight here or queen here first in a fork. Double attack. I thought this was the best practical try to just stop this and letting me take, but it's winning for me at this point. I take on b7. He goes king d8. I castle long. I absolutely love this move, so I don't get greedy at all. I castle long, get my most important thing out of the way, king safety. Very patient play. I don't get greedy. I'm winning here. I know I'm winning here, completely winning, so I don't need to get greedy, right? And if he takes, I'm more than happy to let him take. He could take a pawn and restore material equality. It doesn't matter because his king is so exposed. He's getting blown off the board. If he takes, he just opens up the F file. And I could check him here, force him here. And then there's a lot of nasty lines I calculated. I could even get my other rook in the game. So this is busted if he goes down this line. Let me wait for my computer to refresh here. It says reconnecting. Wait. Okay, it says it reconnected now, so I'm going to go back at it again. He played knight takes and then rook f2. He played this with 20 seconds on his clock. I had 45 minutes, and I'm very proud of what I did here. In the past, I would have just blitzed out a move, and I've lost so many more games than I can remember doing this, even the IMs when I'm completely winning against international masters. Instead, I spent 20 minutes here. I had 45 minutes. He had 20 seconds. I calculated everything precisely, scans for any counterplay he has, double and triple checked, made sure that I was relaxed. My breathing was nice and calm. I calculated everything calmly and then watched out for any tricks and played the best move. E4, best move. Stopping his threat on checkmate threat on c2. And then he plays rook f2, and I play the best move d5, and then I get the check, and I win the pawn. I get another check here, and then I get check with my rook, sack my rook. This is all tactics. I get rook g1. It says blunder because there's a mate in 11. Don't worry at all. This is completely winning. And then he goes there. I take his queen. Note, if he checks me, I go up. Another check, I'm completely safe. I go up and I'm mating him. We're completely winning. So not worried at all. He takes and I mate him. So this was my game. I'm gonna end it here because my Wi-Fi is really crappy. So I'll end it here. This was my win against a national master. Again, my first tournament, USCF classical rated tournament win against a master rated chess player. So I was extremely happy after this, as you can imagine. This was a great experience for me, and I'm very happy to get the win. So hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys learned something from the analysis, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. See you next time. Bye.